Hello everyone, welcome back to Secondhand Will Scouts weekly challenge. For this week's challenge we're going to look at the trucker's hitch and then we'll look at whipping a rope. We'll start off with the trucker's hitch, and all you'll need is a piece of paracord. This is a securing knot, so if when we have our sleds out and want to tie a rope over it, we can use it for that. Or if we don't have the little spacers on our tent lines, we can also use the trucker's hitch for that. I'm also going to use a roll of tape just for the sake of adding some weight and tying the trucker's hitch to something. You want to start off with a generous amount for a running end, or working end, sorry. Then you simply just take your rope, make a loop behind your rope, so it should look something like that. Okay, maybe make a small loop, and then with your working end, make another loop, but this time keep it all behind your rope. So you should, if I keep my fingers out of the way, have something that looks like this. Then you simply take your big loop, put it down through your small loop, give it a tug to cinch it up. It's basically you've just made a slip knot. Then you take your other end. Like I say, I'm using a piece of tape or a roll of tape for the weight. Okay, so put it through your whatever you're securing it to. Take your end, go up through the loop, and then just simply, okay, some people will wrap once all the way around, okay, like that. Others will just simply just take this rope, or your end, do 2 half hitches, and voila, you now have a trucker's hitch. Again, this is used for securing a load. Now for whipping the rope, you will need a rope, preferably with a frayed end, a roll of tape, a pair of scissors, and a smaller rope. In this case I'm using a microcord that I got at the dollar store. Some twine may work. Also some yarn, or even the center strands out of your paracord, which is basically about the same size as this microcord that I'm using. And you want to start off with just taping the end of your rope just underneath where it's frayed. And this is just to make your workspace, if you will, a little bit cleaner, and to keep the rope from fraying even further. Okay, so we've got the end of our rope taped. Then you simply just take your cord, lay it up against the rope like so, and then you wrap your microcord around the rope 8 or 9 times. Usually it's a minimum of 8 times. You want to make sure that you're doing it as tightly as possible, and that each wrap is as close to the wrap before it as possible. Okay, so you should have something that looks like that. Then your upper piece here, simply make a loop, or a bite as it's called. Lay down across your cord like so. Wrap it another 8 to 10 times. Okay, you now should have something that looks a lot like that. Okay, the end that you've been wrapping around your rope, you take the end, put it through your loop or your bite. Okay, again, pull that as tight as you can. Okay, so you now should have something that looks like this. Then this piece that you wrap the bottom end of your bite, that you wrap the top half of your whipping with, give that a tug. So you hide that loop. Okay, so you now should have something that looks like that. And then you trim your ends. Okay, so you now have that, and then you just simply, just underneath the tape, cut the top of your rope off. Voila, one whipped rope. As always, when we get doing these pioneering challenges, I will put picture tutorials down below, as well as a brief description of the purpose of each of these knots, and I will also mention which of the Scoutcraft OAS that both of these will go with. Other than that, see you guys on Monday night.